The buildings collapsed. The city changed. It changed permanently for all of us. The damage that was done to us is indescribable. And the most incredible, devastating, toxic site opened in New York City. During the process of removing everything from there, for 25 months, we have exposed people to the most horrible toxins we ever can see or understand.
Gradually, it got worse and worse. I had what the World Trade Center cough. Almost everyone that was down here, whether you were just, volunteering, giving out tea and coffee to the guys working, everyone had that cough. You were just inhaling so much stuff down here. Even when it stopped burning, even when the cloud was gone, every time they moved a piece of steel or concrete, there was something in the air.
I've never had asthma, and I was diagnosed with severe asthma. I couldn't walk up a flight of stairs anymore into my house. My bedroom's on the second floor. I had tightness in my chest. I had to get my heart checked out. I thought I was having a heart attack. They put me on 3 different types of asthma medications.
After the event, the toxins took their toll on me. I found myself I'm usually a very motivated, upbeat guy, but it seemed like it took a couple pots of coffee to get me that way. Yeah, I just started to lose my motivation somehow, some way.
He's not there for, certain things, and it's tough. It's tough, and the kids are very affected with him when he goes to work and when he comes home.
My 14-year-old daughter had asked me, we were walking, and I said, well, off the cuff remark, I said, well, you know me. And she looked at me, she says, do I? And that hurt me, because what she was saying is that there was a difference. That I wasn't the man I used to be, I wasn't the father I used to be.
They thought I was gonna die. If they looked at my skin and the way I was breathing, they knew that I would be either on a ventilator or oxygen for the rest of my life.
I've heard about the program from a few other firefighters, and I went there, I was skeptical, didn't know what to expect, and as soon as I started the program, I had reactions, throat, skin reactions, sweat that turned black. I went through the program, feeling good every day I went through it.
The detoxification program put forth by Mr. Hubbard tends to reduce the body burden of the chemicals that these people have been exposed to.
We'd go in there every day, we'd take some vitamins, and we'd hit the treadmill, sweat a lot, and go inside the sauna, and we'd sweat some more, and they basically monitor our symptoms.
And then after, I would say, 6 to 7 days, the pressure in my eyes was completely gone. It was like I was giving my eyes back.
Since finishing the detox, I sleep 8 hours a night. I'm not angry, I'm a lot calmer, and I don't need my best friend anymore. I'm able to throw this away. Thank you.
I got my mojo back, I just feel happy again, and I'm not taking away from everything that happened. I just feel brighter, and that to me is more important than anything, like mentally I just feel so, I don't know, I feel good again,
When I finally finished the program and I got home, I became fully engaged with my family again. My wife, my kids, and I realized that the poisons that were in me were now out, and that it had restored my quality of life back to what it was prior to September 11th.
I feel that life was given back to me. My breathing is normal. I'm on no steroids at all. I can walk, I can run. My memory is excellent, better than before I went to the program, and that's a gift. And I want to say, God bless the detox program.
This program do that. It resolves the problem permanently. It's not a remedy that is a temporary remedy. And beside that, all of us have the responsibility to take care of this problem. Ethically speaking, today you may ask yourself, what did you do when somebody needed you after September 11? What did you do? I hope that you can answer that question many years after, saying I did the right thing.
I had a lot on the New York experience, and
Of course, we've all seen these pictures. This is what it looked like. These are the population of people who were there. They were treated initially with inhalers, steroids, antidepressants, and so on, and they were hoping that time would heal, but it couldn't do the job. So our goals, I got involved about a month after the towers came down. We had started getting phone calls, hey, can you help us? And we did send a team out. We were able to open up a treatment center about a year later, and over the ensuing many years, probably 8 or 10, we treated 1,000 of these people who were exposed, using donated money, by the way. And this is what we were trying to do, to keep them in their quality of life, pre-exposure quality of life, keep them in the workforce, and prevent long-term toxic effects. I don't have time to run through these individual cases, but we only have data on 484. This was done at about the 3-year point. And you can see this is the type of mix of people, mostly firefighters, quite a few police officers, citizens, sanitation workers. But look at this. This is really impressive. These are the changes in symptom severity with detoxification. Skin, the red is before treatment and the blue is after treatment. So they had huge improvements in all of these areas. And it was interesting that the typical treatments that were given to them didn't get much of this material out of their lungs, but when we put them in the sauna, we had initially in the first few days of sauna treatment, they were coughing and bringing up large amounts of this blackish mucus, which they hadn't been able to get out before. And remember, some of these people were 3 or 4 years downstream from the exposure. So even getting them way after the exposure, we were still getting a lot of material coming out. And interestingly, 30% of the patients that we treated in the New York experience had observable stuff coming out of their skin. It was yellow, purple, black, gray. It was absolutely incredible, 30% of them. We had one guy who had a purple on his sweatshirt, his towel, and that material we had analyzed, and it was the heavy metal manganese. So it looks like I'm going to have to just really run through these. I'm over my time. We did see some normalization of not only thyroid hormones, but also cholesterol levels improved. 50% were abnormal to start with. At the end, 70% of those were normalized. So medications went down. We had improved quality of life. This is just a little about the experience starting from 1978. And basically, it's a natural, non-invasive technique. Safety has been established for more than 3 decades. Thousands of people treated successfully. It addresses the toxic effects of prescription drugs and illicit drugs as well. 30-year history of research and evaluation. And it offers considerable cost savings when you consider somebody who's on 8 or 10 medications from that exposure, and now they're off of all their medications or only taking occasional albuterol. The cost saving in just that one area is huge. And as far as I can determine, it's the only treatment of its kind in broad use which can do what it's reported to do. Okay, thank you very much.
Hey there, I'm Daniel Root, and this is my book, Sauna Detoxification Using Niacin, following the recommended protocol of Dr. David E. Root. This is our step-by-step tutorial on our detoxination protocol, and you can read all about how we use this protocol to save literally hundreds of thousands of lives from the toxin exposures that we're all experiencing in everyday living. Now, this book has just been released at teachable.com as a video tutorial course. That's getdetoxinated.teachable.com in order to get to the visual version of this book. Now, if you use Detox50 as your promo code, you'll save $50 off the regular price. So remember, this book is going to give you case studies, the research, and sample scenarios on how to use a sauna-equipped gym or even a 1-hour day spa that has a sauna. And if you don't have a sauna, I can even help you with that. So remember, this book is going to give you the in-depth step-by-step how to do the protocol, but getdetoxinated.teachable.com is where you're going to find a visual on how to do our protocol. Remember to use Detox50 as your promo code. Also remember, health brings good things to life.